Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
All right. What's happening this week?
All right. Well, it's Halloween. It's Halloween. Halloween's coming up. So I wanted to do a list of don'ts for the website DIYers out there, right? The people who want to do. Yeah, well, they can end up doing a lot more harm than good. And that would be scary, Jamie, if that's your business, especially, you're trying to help, you're like, okay, I've heard this kind of stuff works. I should totally do this. And now, boom, I'm going to do it. So, and then cross your fingers and then hope it works out. So anyway, a lot of this is going to be SEO related stuff. So you could do it and then you can see maybe the result is not a whole lot of visits to your site. So that's bad, right?
Ooh.
But there's no way someone's going to knock on your, no one's going to email you and say, hey, bro, just to let you know, you don't do that. All right.
So right, that was the last one.
Thank you. And I've seen all of these, and I'm pretty sure our listeners have too. Because if you've noticed that any of these, you're like, what? Why does this work? What? So we'll go through that list. It's a big list, and you can stop me if you want more clarification. Okay.
Okay. Ready.
All right. Here we go. First one is, especially in regards to SEO, is don't keyword stuff the page. So when we mean keywords, probably you know what a keyword is, right? It's the words that you want to rank for when somebody types them then in Google. And some people will stuff their web page with as many variations of that keyword as possible. And they will just make it so that it's almost unreadable. Have you seen those before?
Of course, yeah. It's almost at every listing.
And you're wondering what's going on. Does that work? Well, it used to, but now, it used to, when I say used to, 10 years ago, this did work. Google was definitely a keyword centric system. Now, of course, that's definitely evolved past that because, who wants to read that junk? And definitely not humans. So you will see, and that's bad,
maybe
right?
Zombies.
So, I don't even know, but in any case, you want to not keyword stuff. So another thing is, and this is kind of an accessibility thing. More and more Google is concerned about the accessibility of your website. That means can a reading program, is that program able to read your website to someone who's visually impaired? So don't make the font color that you have for your font the same color as your background. So you're thinking, I can put a whole bunch of keywords and put them in the background. No one will even know. Yeah, it will. Google will send you a warning a lot of times. If you have a Google Search Console and Google Analytics set up, they'll send you a warning that says, hey, usability error, and fix this. And if you ignore that, then guess what happens? Cue the Wicked Witch. That's right. Oh, I gotta keep doing that. I'll point at you when I need that. But yeah, actually that will result in deprecating your site. So that's bad. Another one, and actually I've had clients say that, hey, why don't we put, all this stuff down at the bottom and just, make it so it's, hard to see. It's hard to see by humans, but Google indexes your site. And when it does, these are kind of really basic things that are checked. And, that usability stuff you want to keep in mind. Okay. Mm-hmm. Got it. All right. Next one. Don't get Fiverr. Yeah. No, I wasn't. So good on you for not going. Thank you. No. Awesome. Nope. All right. we've talked about the Fiverr stuff before in a previous episode. Don't get Fiverr links. What I mean by that are when you go to Fiverr or these other places, you can buy, they'll be like, 5,000 links for $10. Understand that no human will do that kind of work, no matter where they are in the world. Your site is going to get spammed across all of these places, in comment sections of various Russian-based websites. It won't do any good and could result in your site getting flagged for suspicious activity. So that's bad.
Hooray.
Bad.
Okay.
Yeah. One other one that I see all the time is every page on your website has a title, and every page on your website should have a description. This is in the heading, so it's in the kind of the back end of your site. A lot of times DIYers don't know what that is, so they'll title every page the same, or they won't include a title, or they won't include a description. All of those are big no-nos, and they definitely won't help your basically your website getting seen because it's bad SEO. All right.
Yep.
So make sure that that's everything's unique, everything is descriptive. Kind of think, will a human like this? Does this help a human navigate my site? And if the answer is no, then kind of rethink that.
Got it.
Okay. Another one. Jamie actually picked this one for us, and that is don't copy stuff. Right? Don't go on to another website. Don't go on to Google search, images and take stuff from other sites. All that's going to do is end up with somebody sending you a digital copyright notice through Google, which Google threatens to take down your site or your page for doing that. Not a good look. Definitely, you don't want to do that. And
we get a lot of those, though. Even that,
I think the ones you're getting are spam. So with the photo ones, but a lot, like if you do this, Google will send you no. So if you think that your website, you find your website copy, your text being copied on another site, you can report that to Google. You can go to Google and say, hey, this is my site or my pages were here. And, basically you prove your case. Google sends that website who copied your content a notice that somebody has, they're taking action. And then you can either take it down or you can basically argue through Google. And anyway, it does happen, and it never, when you copy other stuff from other websites, it never ends good for you. Okay, so please don't.
And images. That's
yeah, images are crazy. Just because it's on Google doesn't mean it's free, bro. So don't. And I've definitely had that. Had clients go, and then you can hear them running to their office to go on there to get that stuff taken down. You definitely want to make sure that you own those images. That's a good one. All right. I got more. Ready? Whew.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So now you have the power to create a website in your hands. So now you have 1,000 font choices. So why not use them all? Because
10,000 fonts.
Yeah, it's really tough on the eyes. So just because you can put shadows and flashing text and use every color in the rainbow doesn't mean you should. When you're creating when you have your website, of course you want it to be seen, but you don't want people to, have to hide their eyes when they go there because stuff is flashing at them. They're getting seizures looking at your page. That's bad. So don't do that. Easy one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically what that does, it makes your site look disordered and cluttered and garish, and it's a turnoff. So stick to 1, 2, or 3 at the most fonts. Same with colors. Unless you're selling rainbows or something, you want to make sure that you only have a few colors and make sure that they're good contrasting colors. Right?
Okay.
It's basic for me. Another one is, if you have an image on your site, make sure that does not contain text. So only recently, Google can read that stuff, but when they're scanning your site, it's not going to happen. So if, the most important, I want to make sure that text looks exactly like that in this image. So we're just going to edit that that text right onto that image, then put it on the website. So when I look at it on my desktop, it looks awesome. Unfortunately, on other devices, it probably looks like crap. That's one. And then the other thing is Google can't read it. So the most important text that you thought was the most, converting, that it won't do that if it's not actual text, unfortunately.
Sure.
Yeah. Have you seen that? You must have seen that. Everyone's seen that. No?
Oh yeah. All the time. But I see a lot of Flash still out there. People freak out about Flash, but
yeah, don't do that anymore, of course. Yeah, that is really old. So don't do that. A lot of times you'll see like a top menu with 15 different menu items, or menu on the top and then menu down the side. Please don't do that. Too many menu items taxes the brain, forces us to try and remember all that junk. No one does.
Okay.
All of these, you want to ask yourself when you're looking at that website, what is the point? What's your objective with this website? What do you want people to do when they go there? And if what's there doesn't support that objective, then you have to really think about why it's there. Is it there for your ego, or is it there for no reason at all? If it's either of those two, you have to just cut it. You can put it on a lower page, but basically you want to make sure that everything there is meant, probably, if you're listening to this as a business, everything there is to get someone to contact you, or basically make a sale to buy something. So make sure that everything on your site, all of these things that we talked about in today's episode, if you do them, you're forgetting the number one objective of your site. And so get rid of them. Do things correctly. I know it might be a little boring or whatever, but make sure that you're going to support that objective.
That makes sense. That's a lot of scary stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's scary if your livelihood's involved in it, right? If you got to feed your family and that website isn't helping, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you're not feeding your family off your website, but that'd be nice.
There's tons of people who do, man. Tons.
I know. That's great.
I know. All right. That's all I got for today.
All right. So if you enjoyed this episode and you do know a business owner that has a website, this is a really good podcast for them to listen to, or at least push their web designer to listen to, so that they can listen to it and then share it with their clients too. So please make sure to give us a 5-star review, or, a thumbs up review, a positive review, anywhere you're listening to it. We do read all of the comments. And if you have a question about a previous episode, please message us on LinkedIn or Facebook at Local SEO in 10. And then any question you have about SEO, chances are we've done a podcast on it. So go to magnifiedmedia.net, click on the podcast section. There's a teeny tiny magnifying glass that you can search for with another magnifying glass, and then you'll find it. And then you'll be able to type in the name of the episode or whatever topic. And probably there's at least 2 episodes about that topic. So we've covered a lot in the world of local SEO.
Exhaustive. That's great.
So we will talk to you next week. Thanks, Adam.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.